Hi everyone, this is Ferris and welcome back to Papers of Thought. In this video I would like to discuss the matter and the topic of thinking. Now, before I get into this video, let me preface this by saying that I will not cover the whole topic of what it means to think, the philosophical stage of it, the questions of how are we thinking, what is thinking, and all these different questions that we have as human beings, especially people who are extremely spiritual and are, searching for truth and whatever that means. So with that being said, I would like to focus my area of research and this type of video essay to what it means to think negatively. Now, I am the first to tell you that I do not like putting titles and labels to thoughts, and this is from personal experience because, to be honest, thoughts have no essence. You cannot really put it into words what a thought is. I like to make the analogy that a thought is like a cloud in the sky. It has no meaning, no essence. It exists. It is over there for us to use, and of course for the environment to use. So without not getting too scientific on this, because I'm pretty sure that clouds have a special meaning as far as physics go and as weather goes, so take it as you may with a simple analogy between thoughts and clouds. This is an analogy that has been shared with me through another similar video, and I like to point it out over here. So I will cover three basic topics, which is understanding the nature of ideas. That's number one. Number two is the feeling inside the body. And number three is how you can take the time and appreciate thoughts and as well as use them to your benefit. So focusing on number one, which is the essence, the nature of thoughts. To me, thoughts have no meaning, no true essence. They are data, information, and simple words that pop up into our mind. And I'm specifically talking about the monkey mind, the mind that when you're walking, you're thinking something completely irrelevant with your focus of the day, the activity that you're taking part into. I'm talking about this type of mind. So sometimes when we have these types of thoughts, we tend to really get aggressive and emotionally attached with them and try to really remove them with a feeling and try to get into a thoughtful conversation with ourselves, which in the end leads nowhere, because you cannot retract and decrease the level of thinking by overthinking about a subject. So that has been covered by Elliot Halls in the past, which is one of my great mentors by the internet. And he said that you really cannot fight thinking, or to put it blandly, because you don't really have to fight, you can deal with thoughts through your mind, but you can deal with your thoughts through your body. So that brings me to my second topic, subtitle, whatever you want to call it, which is, if thoughts have no essence, no meaning, what creates this type of urge to really understand what they are and how they make us feel? What is this that actually creates this feeling inside our body? Well, it's a connection. It's a connection you made when you first thought of something. Now, let's take, for example, if you had a good relationship with your mother. When you think about your mother, when you think about the past where you had as a child with her, you probably have good feelings coming up from your body. In reverse, in contrast, if you had a bad childhood, a childhood of abuse, when you think things like that, and that goes for any type of experience you have in your life, when you have a bad experience, thinking of it, putting thought into it, attaching a certain type of sentence, of word, of message with this experience will make you feel bad. That's just the nature of it. That's how we're predisposed in our world to survive. We see a cheetah, and that cheetah sends a message, our body alerts itself that, this thing can kill me. So we have created bodily feelings about certain things. Now, in this day and age where we don't really have any survival instincts being activated by alerts outside the world, like we're not hunted by animals, but we are hunted by ourselves. So when you have no enemy, you tend to create enemies. When you don't have a problem, you tend to create a problem, because especially if you are a type of character that needs to have something to deal with, you tend to create more problems. That's another topic, another video that I would like to make, but that's not the topic right now. So to really sum it up again on point 2 is we are creating feelings that are attached to a thought, and this thought comes back to us with the same feeling, pushing it inside our body, creating a cycle. So that cycle can be either good or bad. Again, take this with a grain of salt, because good and bad are the same coin. They're different sides of coins. So good and bad shouldn't have any different result in us. But the problem is that we are that it's so embedded in our consciousness, especially in Western societies, that good is good and bad is bad. While in Buddhism, in Eastern philosophy, in the teachings of monks and the types of people that manifest what it means to be good and bad, that they have actually taken the time to really discuss with their mentors, with their teachers, and with their students what it means to be good and bad. And those are things that have been universal about philosophy, is that good is not opposite of bad. While in many cases it may look like it, it's the same essence. They're both energies. It's how we choose to look at it and how we let it affect us that we attach a certain label to it, because a man's good is sometimes a man's bad. So without getting too much into that, the number 2 is we attach feelings to those thoughts that make us feel either good or bad. So when a negative thought comes in, it's created by us before and is attached with a feeling. That's why we feel bad when we have a thought coming in, and we create that thought and then we manifest it by saying, oh my God, is this real? How am I going to really deal with this problem? Why am I having this discussion? Why can I not deal with it? And there's so many tensions and stress and anxiety that comes along with it. Now, point number 3 is, how can we really try, because this is a trial, we can never actually, through my experience, you may have reached a different type of spirituality. How can we silence momentarily and for longer the monkey mind? The number 1 way that I have found is through meditation. And meditation isn't actually sitting your ass down and crossing your legs and thinking happy stories. It's actually a form, a practice that can be transcended into daily activities. Now, taking a step back, meditation, a man's ability to sit in silence, is one of the greatest accomplishments that's never ever been understood. It is a great achievement to sit in silence with yourself, with your thoughts, with who you are, and try to discover more. So my number one, and it's probably the only way, and you can take different fashions of this experience, is meditate. Now, I have different forms of meditations. Meditation is me sitting cross-legged, feeling myself, don't take this the wrong way, and focusing myself on my breath. Now, other people may say focus on a part of your body. This may help for you. Right now, I'm trying to meditate in the sense that I'm grounding myself through focusing myself on my breath. And that's what I do every time that I meditate in the morning. Other ways that you can actually meditate, and this is closely tied into our breath, because our breath is the pathway to and in and out of energy through our body. So, grounding ourselves down, taking a breath, that's what you take. Hold on, take a breath. Create mental notes, understand what thoughts are, and realize that it's not the worst thing in the world. That's number 2 type of meditation. Another type of meditation that is extremely resourceful to a lot of people, and it's a way that I've come to realize training, is exercise. Exercising is a great form, especially if you try to do it alone, focusing on the exercise, focusing on the training aspect of it. When you focus on that, you really get into meditating in a type of meditative experience. A lot of athletes relate to that when they are in their zone, they're actually amidst a meditation. Other types of meditations, or actually other types of activities that yield the same results as meditation, is dancing, is having a conversation with a friend, a deep, thoughtful conversation with a friend, taking a long walk, listening to a great music song. Those are different types of ways that you can put your mind at ease. Take your mind off the pedal of pressing this, try to repress this negative self-talk that you've been telling yourself, and realizing that you cannot fight that by mental games, only by physical games. Because this is all a game. Life is all a game. So take the time to understand that the body is the mind and the mind is the body. So to sum it up, I don't know how long this video is, and I hope it's not too long, because the video that I made last week was 19 minutes and I said it was short, and to my amazement it's 19 minutes. So I tried to really not rant on this one. So to wrap this video up and sum it up, it's thoughts have no essence. They are as clouds in the sky. Number 2 is we human beings put this essence to those thoughts through our feelings, the way that we react, and then they react to us. So a good thought probably yields a good feeling because we have attached it firstly with this feeling, this good feeling. Same goes with negative feelings. Negative thoughts, cycle. Choose your thoughts wisely, but more importantly, choose how you let yourself react to those thoughts. And number 3 is practice meditation, mindful breathing, and letting yourself be grounded in the moment. Hi everyone, Ferris here. So if you like this video and find the things that we share with you resourceful, please make sure to subscribe and like and comment on our videos so we know that we're doing something right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.